everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and here I've got the Otterbox Defender case for the iPhone 4. Now the manufacturers of this case, Otterbox, claim that you won't find a tougher case than the Otterbox Defender Series for the iPhone 4, and to be honest, I think that claim's pretty true. This is a mega solid case. Just look at it, it's built like an absolute tank. So let's take a look at the case. Getting into the case, you have to remove this sort of silicone section, like so. So that's sort of the silicone outer protector for the case. And then this is the actual case itself, and you have to sort of pull these two tabs here and then ease the two halves apart. If I can just do that. Not making a very good job of this, am I? So we're easing this apart. Another tab there, another tab there. It's easier than I actually made it look, so it's just me being a doofus on camera. Now the inside of the case, this part here, has got a really sort of soft felt liner, so it shouldn't make any marks on your iPhone 4. And then fitting the case, this is the front section. Fitting the case is very simple. You just pop the iPhone into the case like so. So it's in nice and centrally. Check there's not any dust or too many sort of particles in there that could scratch your iPhone. And then you pop this section back on. You just sort of lower this section into the bottom there, and then it just sort of clips into place like so. So a lot easier fitting it than getting it out. You've got this little cutout on the back, as you can see, for the Apple logo, so remember to keep that on for you. And then you have to just pop this back into the silicone section, and you do that just by putting the front end in there and then just raising it around the iPod. And you've got all these little bits on the sides, like this one here, and then round the top edge, and you just have to feed it all round. There's no easy way of doing it. You just have to manipulate all these little rubber bits into place. That's that one done. And then again on this side you have to manipulate those bits into place, and again this side just manipulate it round. And then again on the bottom we've got a flap here which should push into place like so. So that is the iPhone 4 completely encased. Really nice look to it actually while it's in this sort of format. There's not any of the iPhone 4 showing while it's in the case, so that's great. That's good. It's a lot of protection. We've got a cutout here for the camera, cutout there for the speaker, and then we've got some sensors here, so there's a cutout there for sensors. The button here, the home button, is actually covered as well. And then on the side we've got the little protruding bits for the volume up and down. If you want to gain access to the silencer switch, you have to remove this little rubber flap. So that's really cool. We've also got a cutout here for the little mic pickup on the top, and then we have to remove the flap to gain access to the 3.5mm audio jack. And then another little raised section there for the power on off switch. And all of the buttons, let me just test that. So all of the buttons work fine without having to put any extra force on it. Let me just pop my unlock code in. So the actual front of the screen is covered as well, and it doesn't affect the sensitivity of the screen at all. Really impressed with that. Let's just try those side buttons as well. So no effect at all. Don't have to push any harder. And the home button, let's just test the home button. Doesn't affect that at all either. So really impressed with this front sort of membrane that goes over the screen. Now it also comes supplied with this holster. Let me just pop the case down there, and this has actually got a clip on the back, so that can clip on your belt. And you can put the Defender case either way in the case. You can offer it up to the case this way round and then clip it into the case, and that's obviously going to give you the maximum protection because your screen is against this side, so nothing's going to damage your screen. Or if I just pop that out again, if you want ease of access, you can pop it in this way round. So either way round works. and it's very bulky when it's in the holster, but then you're not going to be holding this much. This is going to remain attached to your belt. This does actually rotate round as well, so you can have it landscape form or in that portrait form on your belt as well. Let's just remove it again, just while I give you some sort of closing comments on how I feel about this. Now, you've got all the cutouts you need for using it, but it does feel very, very bulky in the hand, and it is a bit of a shame to actually hide the beauty of the iPhone 4 in a case like this. But I think this really does have its place on the market, because if you work in an environment where you're out in the field all the time, maybe you're a builder or something like that, or you work on construction sites, then a case like this offers up a massive amount of protection. Extremely wise investment if you work in one of those fields. So that is the good news. You can get other cases that offer up this sort of protection, but this one seems to do it so very, very well. And the price, you're going to be amazed at this, £22 in the UK you can find these for, or under $40 in the US, and that gets you the ultimate protection for your iPhone 4. Well, thank you very much for listening. Please do come back soon and check out more video reviews on the Geekanoids channel. This video is sponsored by mymemory.com. For great prices, fast delivery and reliable customer support, visit mymemory.com.